Jesus, I surrender myself to you. Take care of everything. I think that God had an idea or a plan for me, and then it's like he said, okay, I've given you these gifts, I've given you these talents, do something with them.
Jonathan Roumie thought playing Jesus would be a blessing, but instead, he found himself facing chilling spiritual attacks. From unseen forces to sleepless nights, Roumie breaks his silence about the unseen war raging behind the scenes of The Chosen. What he witnessed will leave you speechless. Jonathan Roumie, the actor who brought Jesus to life in The Chosen, has broken his silence, revealing shocking details that are sending shockwaves worldwide. Behind the scenes of this iconic series, he faced terrifying spiritual attacks, nightmares, chilling encounters, and a darkness he never expected. What really happened on set?
And I was overwhelmed with emotion. I was like...
Stay tuned. The moment Jonathan Roumie stepped into the shoes of Jesus for The Chosen, something extraordinary happened. This wasn't just a role, it was a life-changing transformation. The Chosen, a groundbreaking series about the life of Jesus Christ, quickly became a global phenomenon, amassing over 280 million viewers worldwide.
The Chosen is this phenomenon. Over 280 million people have watched The Chosen. 280 million people.
The powerful storytelling and direction were key, but it was Roumie's raw, spiritual connection to the role that resonated with audiences across the world. Jonathan's journey to portraying such an iconic figure was anything but typical. Before The Chosen, Roumie was like any other actor, auditioning for roles and hoping for a breakthrough.
I was on government assistance. That ran out. I woke up completely broke one morning 6.5 years ago, and I was literally it was just, I didn't see any way out that I could figure out how to make work. And so I literally said, God, you take this from me. It's in your hands now. It's not up to me.
But playing Jesus wasn't just another job, it was a calling. The responsibility of portraying Jesus, a symbol of hope, sacrifice, and love for billions, was immense. What makes Roumie's portrayal so compelling is how he approached it, not as a role, but as a spiritual journey. Preparing to embody the Son of God meant more than memorizing lines. Roumie immersed himself in the story of Jesus, engaging in deep prayer and introspection. Every gesture, every thought, was rooted in a profound spiritual connection. Imagine the weight of portraying a figure that embodies faith for billions of people. The pressure must have been overwhelming. But Jonathan Roumie didn't back down. Instead, he embraced the challenge with humility, resulting in a performance that was nothing short of transformative. His portrayal wasn't just acting, it was a living testament to the grace and power of Jesus. However, as the series began to take shape, something unsettling began to happen. What started as stress soon escalated into something far more intense. Anxiety and heart palpitations struck unexpectedly, but the most chilling feeling of all was an oppressive sense of something dark watching him. Was it just the pressure of the role or something deeper? Roumie didn't hesitate to identify the source. He believed these were spiritual attacks. Taking on the role of Jesus meant stepping into a space filled with immense spiritual significance, and Roumie felt opposition from dark forces. These weren't just physical symptoms, they were signs of a spiritual battle. The deeper he immersed himself in the role, the more he felt these forces trying to disrupt his connection to Jesus. So how did he continue under such pressure? When the weight of it all felt unbearable, Roumie turned to his faith. Rather than just pushing through, he used these struggles to deepen his connection to the character. Each spiritual obstacle became fuel, drawing him closer to understanding the essence of Jesus.
Everyone who is angry with his brother will be liable to judgment. So if you are offering your gift at the altar, and there remember that your brother has something against you, leave your gift there before the altar and go.
Despite the toll, Roumie's performance grew stronger, more profound, and more connected to the heart of Jesus. Through the pain, Roumie delivered a portrayal that wasn't just captivating, it was spiritually powerful. How did a mere actor face such powerful forces and still shine so brightly? The answer lies in the strength he drew from his faith, which not only sustained him, but elevated his portrayal to a whole new level. As the shooting of The Chosen continued, Jonathan Roumie's experiences became more intense. He began sharing vivid accounts of what he referred to as malevolent presences on set. These weren't just feelings of unease, he could actually see them. Shadows in the corners of his eyes, dark figures that vanished when he looked directly at them. These encounters were real and chilling. They rattled him to the core. What made these moments even more unsettling was the clarity of the experiences. Roumie described feeling the oppressive weight of these entities, their presence more tangible than anything he had encountered before. "I saw them," he confessed, his voice trembling as he recounted these terrifying encounters. It wasn't just the feeling of being watched. It was as if something dark and powerful was actively trying to interfere with his work. With each encounter, the psychological and spiritual toll grew heavier. These shadows represented something much deeper than physical manifestations, and Roumie found himself battling not only with his performance, but also with his own fears and doubts. Every scene became a fight on multiple fronts. In these moments, Roumie wasn't alone. His support system became crucial. Prayer became a spiritual tool of defense, grounding him when he felt most vulnerable. He leaned heavily on his faith community, reaching out to others who shared his beliefs for encouragement. But perhaps most important was the spiritual guidance he received from pastors, mentors, and fellow believers.
I think for me, it really comes down to making sure that I'm right in my own relationship with God.
They reminded him that he wasn't alone in this battle, and that there was a greater force at work within him, empowering him to overcome the trials. Despite the constant turmoil, Roumie pressed on. He remained committed to his role, allowing these profound spiritual and emotional experiences to shape his portrayal of Jesus into something truly authentic. But the question remained, what were these malevolent forces truly after? As Roumie faced these overwhelming spiritual battles, the implications of his experiences reached far beyond the set of The Chosen. It became clear that portraying sacred narratives, especially one as profound as the life of Jesus, could invite deeper, unseen consequences. Spiritual warfare in media is rarely discussed, but Roumie's story sheds light on this often overlooked reality. When you engage with stories of immense spiritual weight, you're not just recreating history, you're stepping into a realm where the sacred and the profane collide, inviting spiritual opposition that few can comprehend. For Roumie, playing such a significant figure was never just about memorizing lines. It was about living out the profound truths of faith, and with that came the very real possibility of spiritual backlash. Forces of darkness, whatever you choose to call them, don't take kindly to sacred portrayals coming to life. Roumie felt their presence with terrifying clarity. His experience underscores a deeper truth in entertainment. Aligning yourself with something holy and divine often invites opposition from dark forces. This realization sparked an outpouring of reactions from the audience. Fans were shocked by Roumie's confessions, torn between concern for his well-being and admiration for his courage. Many were deeply moved by his honesty, seeing his vulnerability as a testament to his strength and dedication. His openness made his portrayal of Jesus even more powerful, as viewers witnessed a man willing to sacrifice his own comfort for something greater than himself. However, not all reactions were positive. Some fans worried that Roumie's experiences were too painful to expose, fearing the toll it might take on him in the long run. Was the cost of living out such a profound role too high? Despite mixed reactions,
Do you want to be healed?
Yes, of course, if that's possible.
Roumie's story sent a profound message. It wasn't just about the challenges of playing a sacred character. It was about the power of faith and resilience. No matter the unseen forces trying to pull him down, Roumie's faith acted as a shield. His perseverance, despite the spiritual attacks, became a living testament to the strength of spiritual resilience. His story showed that, no matter the opposition, faith in God can overcome any challenge. In the wake of the harrowing spiritual battles he endured while filming The Chosen, Jonathan Roumie found himself undergoing a personal transformation that he hadn't anticipated. What began as an overwhelming burden of spiritual warfare became, in hindsight, an opportunity for growth, both personally and spiritually. The very forces that tried to break him down were, in many ways, the catalysts for a deeper connection to his faith. The intense emotional and psychological toll took him to places of vulnerability and introspection, where his understanding of his role as Jesus expanded far beyond mere acting. Roumie realized that portraying the Son of God was not just a job, it was a divine calling that demanded the utmost devotion. In the quiet moments of reflection, after feeling the weight of unseen forces, he came to see the depth of what it truly meant to carry this sacred role. The experience transformed him. It deepened his faith, sharpened his understanding of sacrifice, and brought him closer to the essence of Christ's love and compassion. It was as if each spiritual battle, each challenge he faced on set, led him to a greater understanding of the strength and resilience Jesus displayed during his life on earth. Despite the intensity of his experiences, Roumie's commitment to authentically portraying Jesus never wavered. His struggles only solidified his mission to deliver a true and heartfelt portrayal, one that was not just about performing for an audience, but about spreading a message of hope. Every day on set, Roumie knew that this was a higher purpose. He wasn't just playing a role, he was a messenger, bringing the love and teachings of Jesus to the millions of viewers watching.
It might be interesting to play the conflict of Pontius Pilate. I think that could be interesting too.
That commitment became his anchor, the reason he continued to push through the spiritual and emotional toll that filming took on him. He wasn't just an actor, he was a vessel for a greater purpose. This transformation did not just stay within Roumie, it rippled outward, inspiring countless others. As Roumie shared his journey and the challenges he faced, he became a beacon of faith and resilience for his fans. His story resonated with those who were walking through their own battles, be it spiritual, emotional, or physical. Roumie encouraged them to remain steadfast in their faith, no matter how insurmountable the challenges seemed. His personal testimony became a living example that through faith, perseverance, and trust in God, anyone could overcome their darkest moments. He reminded his viewers that no matter the spiritual attacks, no matter the hardships they faced, there was always hope, and it was through faith that one could weather any storm. Roumie's courage, vulnerability, and dedication showed that faith isn't just something you talk about, it's something you live, especially in the most challenging of circumstances.
I've struggled for many years as an actor here, and I've never struggled with my faith per se, but I've had moments where, as we all do, where I'm questioning God. I'm like, well, why are you bringing me through all of this if it's not going to?
Jonathan Roumie's journey through spiritual battles while filming The Chosen highlights the profound connection between faith, perseverance, and purpose. His transformation through challenges has left an indelible mark, not only on his portrayal of Jesus, but also on the hearts of countless viewers, inspiring them to hold on to their faith. If Jonathan's story inspired you, share this journey with others and stay connected to your faith. Subscribe for more incredible stories of resilience and hope.